Title: The Reed That Spoke to the Wind. Theme: Letting Go, Ego, Inner Awakening. Hook: Midnight to 0:35. Have you ever held on to something so tightly that it slowly destroyed your peace? A dream. A person. A memory. A belief. So tightly that even God couldn't place anything new in your hands. Tonight, I'll tell you a story from the wisdom of Maulana Jalaluddin Rumi. A story about a man who tried to control life itself. And how life, with gentle cruelty, set him free. Stay with this story till the end, because the final moment is the kind of truth that changes people. The story begins, 0:35 to 2 o'clock. Long ago, in the city of Konya, lived a man named Arif. He was respected, successful, admired. Yet inside, he was restless. Arif believed everything good in his life existed because he controlled it. Every plan, every decision, every relationship. He held them all with a tight fist. He feared losing anything. He feared change. He feared life. One evening, burdened by his own thoughts, Arif walked outside the city and saw Rumi sitting near a river, watching reeds sway in the wind. Arif bowed and sat beside him, too troubled to speak. Rumi gently asked him, "Why do you look like a man trying to hold the sky in his hands?" Arif remained silent. How could he explain that he was drowning in things he refused to let go? The first turn, 2 to 3:30. Rumi plucked a single reed from the riverbank. It bent effortlessly in the wind. "Do you see this reed?" Rumi asked. "It bends so it does not break." Arif said, "I am not a reed. I am a man. If I bend, others will take advantage of me." Rumi smiled. "My friend, the wind does not ask your permission to blow." He placed the reed in Arif's hand. It was light, almost too light. "Why does it feel so empty?" Arif asked. "Because," Rumi said, "freedom weighs nothing. Only your attachments make life heavy." The struggle, 3:30 to 5 o'clock. Arif protested. "If I let go, I will lose everything I built." Rumi looked at the river. "Do you know what the river loses when it flows?" Arif shook his head. "Nothing," Rumi said. "And yet it gains new life every moment." Arif clenched his fists. "This sounds beautiful, but I cannot live like water. My fears are real." Rumi's voice softened. "The cage you fear is open. But you do not step out, because you think the cage is protecting you." Arif's eyes lowered. For the first time, he noticed how tired he felt. Tired from grasping. Tired from fearing. Tired from controlling. The symbolic lesson, 5 to 7 o'clock. Rumi took the reed from Arif's hand and carved 3 small holes into it with a knife he carried. Then he blew into the reed. And a deep, haunting sound filled the air. Arif was stunned. How can a hollow reed make such a beautiful sound? Rumi replied. As long as it was full of itself, it was silent. Only when it became empty, could it sing. Arif whispered. "So I must become empty." Rumi nodded. "Empty of the noise that is not yours. The fears that do not belong to your soul. The attachments that chain your heart. The pride that blinds you." Arif felt something break inside him. Not pain, but release. He asked softly, "Why is letting go so hard?" Rumi said, "Because your hands are trying to protect what your soul is trying to escape." The awakening, 7 to 9 o'clock. A sudden gust of wind blew across the river and almost knocked Arif off balance. Instinctively, he grabbed a nearby branch and clung to it desperately. Rumi watched. Arif shouted, "Master! If I let go, I'll fall." Rumi walked over and placed his hand on Arif's trembling fingers. "You are holding a dead branch, Arif. Let go, and you will stand." Arif hesitated. But something about the moment felt bigger than fear. His hands slowly opened. He let go. And he did not fall. He stood, steadier than before. The wind blew again, but this time Arif swayed like the reed. Rumi smiled. You see, life does not break those who are willing to bend. Tears filled Arif's eyes. Not of sadness, but of understanding. The final truth, 9 to 10 o'clock. Rumi placed the reed flute in Arif's hands. My friend, the world becomes beautiful the moment you stop trying to control it. Arif asked, what should I do now? Rumi said, let go of whatever is pulling you away from peace. Hold only what helps you grow. And walk through life like the reed. Empty enough to receive. Light enough to move. Humble enough to bend. And strong enough to rise again. Arif bowed deeply. For the first time in his life. His hands were truly empty. And his heart, finally full.